are you today?
I'm good.
Good. This is for you. God bless you.
Okay, God bless you.
Do you know what those numbers represent?
I was just about to ask that.
Okay. 343 firefighters
Okay.
and 71 police officers
All
who
right.
were killed on 9/11 20 years ago today. So that's what those numbers represent.
Well, at least they ain't forgotten.
Well, and that's part of the reason why we had these signs made up, because there's a whole generation of young people who were born after that happened.
Yes.
And if we don't learn from history, they say, we're destined to repeat it. So,
God forbid. You know?
I'm sorry?
God forbid.
Yeah,
9/11 was hard.
it was very hard.
Yeah.
Where were you that day?
At work.
Yeah,
Yeah. It was hard.
yeah.
Hard seeing those buildings fall down.
Yeah.
Thank God that He was here to help us heal. You know?
My name's Tony, by the way.
Okay, how you doing?
And you are?
Yolanda.
Yolanda?
Yeah, and thank God for our military, you know? God loves the USA.
Yolanda, how do you think that is, that God loves the USA? Why should He love the USA?
Because the USA loves Him.
Well,
And we do give Him that. God, you know, He's our God. And the primary religion here is Christianity. There is a variety of other religions, and with our Constitution, you're free to do that. You're free to worship anyone else. But our primary is God. We do love God, and He knows it. He protects us. He keeps us. He loves us. He makes a way out of no way for all of us. And they just never left. And
so Yolanda, I would ask you this. Do you think God should love a nation that murders 3,000 of its people?
God loves who loves Him. God loves who loves Him. That's basically the way that goes.
So do you think America loves Him?
Of course we do.
Now, you might.
Yes. And there are a lot of people who worship other gods. There's a lot of other people that do that. But primary and in other places, there are people that their religion is not Christianity, and that's okay. Because we're not here to, you know, we're not here to go and say, hey, you better worship our God. That's not.
Really? Isn't that what Jesus did?
No,
Jesus said, go ahead and worship whatever God you want?
Jesus gave them the opportunity and the free will, gave them the tools they need to worship the same as He worships, to worship the right way.
And what did they do in response? They murdered Him.
Some people did, and some people didn't.
Yeah.
And so everybody has free will, and if you know, we all got to be accountable, and it's boiling down where the rubber needs to roll, and so it's not what they did, it's what are you doing?
So what I would say, Yolanda, is I would say that America as a nation, while there are Christians in this nation, and Christians are the only ones who love God because they worship Him as He has commanded through faith in His Son, Jesus Christ.
Yes.
But I would say as a nation, this nation does not love God. Any nation that would murder 3,000 of its people a day through abortion does not love God. Any nation that would lie,
You know what? This nation has mercy. You know, they have mercy.
Not on the children it murders.
Listen.
Not on the children it murders,
look,
Yolanda.
If you're going to be closed-minded, then we don't have a conversation.
Yolanda, if you're open-minded, you allow anything to come into it. Well, I would like an opportunity to speak as well, Yolanda. Conversation is two people speaking,
That's right.
Yolanda.
So you just talked. So if you're gonna let me
And-
talk,
and
then
you
I can
interrupted
stay and
me.
talk to you. But if you're not gonna let me talk, then I'm not, because I'm not gonna sit here and let you accuse my nation of
what?
Murder when
Our nation does murder
Are
its
you gonna
people.
listen?
Our nation
Are you
does
gonna
murder its people,
Every
Yolanda.
nation murders, okay?
Okay,
And so listen.
so every nation that murders its people does not love God.
No. Who are you to say that? Who are you? Are you a walking Bible? No. And with that right there, our nation has mercy.
Our nation
You know
does not have mercy on the people it murders, Yolanda.
You're not
I think,
listening.
Yolanda, I think
No,
you worship the
listen.
nation, not God.
No, listen. Our nation has mercy and grace.
No, it
Do you
doesn't.
understand?
No, it doesn't, Yolanda. That's not true.
Okay, well then.
That's not true,
seeing as though
Yolanda.
you're not a Christian, then you go worship.
I
who
am
you
a
gonna
Christian.
Okay, well then, if you were a Christian, then you would have mercy and grace.
I do. I'm having mercy and grace with you to tell you the truth.
No, you don't know the truth.
And mercy and grace on the
some-
children that are murdered every day by a country that legalizes it.
Listen, some people, you don't know what people are going through. All you doing is stand on this corner. There's women that has been molested. There's women that's been raped. You don't know what
So
people
why
are
would you
going
murder
through.
the child for the
You
crime of the
don't-
father, Yolanda?
You don't know.
Yolanda, why would
Talk-
you murder the child for
Go
the
to
crime
the-
of the father?
Go to the crisis center and talk to them women.
Why
Ask
would you
them.
murder the child for
Go
the
to
crime of the father?
You can't get pregnant, so how would you know? And what you need to do is go talk to the women
I do,
that are
Yolanda.
going through that.
Standing outside of the abortuaries where they're about to murder their children.
You don't know. All you're doing is standing here being a critical mocker. Good day.
Turn to Christ and live while God's giving you time, Yolanda.
You turn
You're
to Christ
presently
and
dead
live.
in your sin,
You
Yolanda.
turn to Christ and live.
You worship a God of your own creation. You worship a nation that murders its children, Yolanda. You don't know Christ. Turn. Yolanda, you worship a God that you've created in your own imagination to suit yourself. A God that would bless a nation that murders its unborn children. Turn to Christ and live, Yolanda, while God has given you time. Turn to Christ, Yolanda.